Welcome back to Arise 360. Now, many of you know that Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
Less than a week away.
Right? Well, our next guest is here to help you find long-term love and stay in love.
How? Teach me. Now, she's not only a celebrity matchmaker, but she's also a relationship investigator. Ooh. Susan Trombetti, welcome to Arise 360.
Oh, thank you for having me, Katia and Shannon.
Now, wait a minute. What is a relationship investigator? Is it what I do when I sneak after my ex-boyfriend's?
Well, no, that's stalking, baby. That's stalking.
Right, okay. So when I stand outside the house when I'm not invited, that's not investigating, doesn't count?
So I have an investigations background. So anybody can pass a background check with a fake name, but I can tell you if it's really them or not, okay? And lots of other tricks. So it's exciting.
How do you know if the person's giving you a fake name?
Because I have systems and I can tell, you know, so I can look for that person and, you know, see if they're really legit or not. You know, it's from years being in the business. I have over 25 years of experience.
It seems like with the catfishing thing that's very popular, people are creating fake profiles, right? How does that work exactly? How do people get caught up in it? Like, how do you not know?
I mean, I think they don't want to know, right? And I think it's so easy these days because, you know, people text so much and you kind of fall for them through text is what I'm hearing. Like you have this emotional connection. You don't really think of it as real. It's on your fingertips and you say things that you really wouldn't say in person, you know? So like I always hear like the women go, oh, these guys, man, they wouldn't even kiss me. But then they're texting, like, I wish you were laying here with me on the couch by this romantic fireplace. So it's easier like when it's in your hand.
But what phone, right? What is going on?
So people get to know each other and they don't really make that connection except through text.
Wow.
You know?
I am so intrigued. This is such a great conversation. I'm going to keep you here after the show. We need to have a conversation. But whilst we're on air, tell me about the celebrity couples that you've hooked up.
Oh, goodness. I can't really say. I can't really say it confidentially.
Okay, you can give us initials.
So when I fix you up, you don't want me to like talk about you, right?
Okay, so then maybe let's switch gears and talk about the regular people.
Yeah, fine, all right, the regular boring people.
That's all about the regular ones.
I like to call myself the matchmaker to the rich and famous, a celebrity matchmaker. So that's me. Okay, so I can fix you up. I can find your true love.
Well, what are some of the ways you help people find love? And it's like through apps? Do you recommend apps? Or?
So I recommend you do everything and anything. Just because you have me doesn't mean you lay back and do nothing else, okay? So, I mean, the power of intention, right? A lot of people, you know, once they listen to me, they get really clear. You know, you keep a relationship journal, okay? And you think about what you want, how you're going to get it. A dating action plan, which is sort of the same way. You think about your non-negotiables. I mean, this is big. And I'm not saying, like, okay, I'm not going to date any guy 6 foot and under. I want him 6 foot and over. I'm talking about the real things that
you read my diary?
Because that's what most women want. Do you realize at best, 87% of the men out there are under 6 foot, right? So, I mean, it might even be as, you know, only 10% are 6 foot and over. So the statistics vary. So you've ruled out 90%
So wait,
of men.
if you have this checklist, how do you know what things you should compromise on and which things you shouldn't? Like, obviously, they can all be 6'5".
I mean, clearly I'm dealing in a pool of 10%. I'm not willing to negotiate or compromise on height. I don't want short babies.
So then you're going to be single, Katira.
Single, girl.
Don't let 1 inch separate you from the man of your dreams.
That's true.
I mean, there's lots of great guys. Go for short, fat, and funny. I mean, you'd be surprised how happy they can make you, right?
True.
I love
It's
that.
all about laughing.
That is true. I do love humor. Now, you know, I actually read, in fact, I passed an advert on the subway that said that millennials only deal with dating apps such as Tinder and Plenty of Fish, that 14% of millennials deal with those two apps. What dating apps would you say?
Hook it up.
Yeah, well, swiping on those.
I feel like there's okay. Forgive me for saying this, but I think Plenty of Fish is low quality. Okay, that's what I think. So I mean, think about this. It's it's free, right? Even Match.com is not free, but I think Tinder's great for hookups, right? If you just want to hook up.
Right. But if you want love,
I love OkCupid.com. Okay, and then there's like How About We? I think that's still out there. You know, there's just so many of them. There's some that you just get on and you pick like, here's the date. Okay, who wants to go on this date? Like, who's here right now? But I mean, don't get me wrong. Tinder can be great. When I first heard of Tinder, it was like this really interesting guy. She's like, I met this guy from National Geographic. He'd been all around the world, and he was very interesting. And I know people.
No.
Really, he was in person, right?
Okay.
So anyway, it's just, you know, you can meet. I know people, okay, very prominent people that have met and married from Tinder. Okay.
Really?
Yes, and OkCupid.
But you know, that's interesting because a lot of times, you know, relationship experts, they say, don't, you know, find something more than just the physical, and it seems like that's just the physical attraction.
Because it's literally, here are 4 of my best photos. Swipe right, swipe left.
And I just said this before, okay, the prettiest woman I've ever seen was one of the most unattractive, okay? And I don't really show photos, but occasionally I have to do a contract where I show a photo, all right? And sometimes the guys will be like, no, no, and I trick them, no, no, yes, 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 and I'm like, that's all the same woman, okay? So pictures, okay, they really don't. This is what I always say, the only people in online dating, okay, that look good are models and the people that are lying online dating, right? Most people you meet in person are better looking than their photo, right? Because
so you should read the profile more and their interests and those type of things.
Yes, you really should, and you should not lock it down. I always say this: don't lock it down in the first 90 days, okay?
When you say lock it down, what does that mean?
Don't go exclusive.
Make it private.
Yeah, I mean, you might really be into them, but don't. I mean, you have to date so many of these people. It's a numbers game. You can meet who you're looking for online, but you have to go through so many of them. And first of all, as a matchmaker, I weed out all these people that you really shouldn't be dating because I use my interview tactics and I find out, like, do they do drugs, right?
Well, I mean, like recreational session with Couture afterwards, and then we'll like follow her journey.
Yeah, and are they really?
You want to follow my journey? You will not have any information. You will be so bored because I'll be like, no, 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 no.
Yeah, but that's what you should be. You should be like, okay, what are you looking for? You know, are you commitment minded? Are you going to treat me? These are all the things you're looking for. And so if you had 100 people online, I bet you could only get one of them that are going to meet your real criteria.
So my question now is, because you've spoken about the benefits of online dating, but you've also said it's better to meet these people in person. So if you were to pick between meeting a person in the traditional way of, you know, a bar or club or the library or wherever, or sitting at home and interviewing them via the medium of online dating, which would you say is better?
So I would say, I mean, really, I guess your odds are better if you do a little of everything, but I always recommend use a matchmaker, okay? And if you can't afford a matchmaker, there's a matchmaker for everybody's budget, okay? If you can't, then what you need to do is go to charities, charitable events, galas, that sort of thing. Become involved because, like, I don't care if it's your dog, you love your dog, right? So you become involved in something for pet rescue, whatever it may be, then you're going to meet a like-minded individual there.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, before you go, we want to play a hot round. We got to go real quick, lightning round, because you're great at predictions, and we want to know what you think about some of these celebrity couples and if they're going to last or if they're going to fail.
And how long they're going to last, if you can do that.
First one, okay, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. What do you think?
Okay, they're going to last. Okay, definitely.
Okay, good.
I mean, they learned their lesson from Diana and
rules out my next question of Prince Harry and Katia King. That's not a possibility.
No,
Okay.
no, they're
So
gonna
we'll move swiftly on. Prince William and Kate Middleton.
they're going to last too. I mean, they've learned their lessons from Diana and Fergie, right? They learned love is really important. Don't marry for, you know, what looks good on paper.
Okay, speaking of looks, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
I think that's going to last.
No, come on.
No, I do. I mean, he's found religion. He's very supportive of her.
Yeah.
She's like,
And they're childhood sweethearts. They know each other inside
They're just really pulled together. They understand that world together of
they
celebrity.
can't get away from each other.
Right, they just can't seem to. Yeah, I think that's going to last, at least, you know, for the next 10 to 20 years.
Okay, I have a question, and it's very shady. Kylie Jenner and Travis.
Oh, no. That was going to hit the bricks. That baby just popped out. Give him a month, right? Postpartum depression.
Dang.
I'm just going to be like, out the door you go, right?
Okay, 1 month. We're going to hold you to that.
We are all thinking.
Yes,
Let's not lie.
But 2 months and then she hid in the house. What kind of relationship is that?
Oh, my
I
God.
love that, and I love you.
Yes, that is awesome. Thank you, Steph. We need a matchmaker help. Where can we find you?
Exclusivematchmaking.net.
Okay.
So definitely look me up there.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We're going to see how long it takes you to find me a husband.
Oh,
Hopefully I won't die alone.
You're going to be looking for a while, and we'll be right back with more 360.
Hilarious.
She's like, no.
I mean, literally.
No.